Hello and welcome to the Art League of Daytona Beach's annual member show. We had 143 works of art submitted, all just beautiful, and I think you will really enjoy as the camera moves around the room and picks up different pieces of art. Again, this year, we were really fortunate to have as a judge Harry Messersmith, and I'm going to let him talk about the show and about the award winners.
I wanted to say a little bit about myself. I was educated in Florida schools at Stetson University, University of Florida, and I'm particularly blessed to be from an art family where my father taught at Stetson University for over 30 years, and I grew up in an art family, appreciating art, looking at art, and so forth. So this vocabulary is one that comes naturally. And my brother taught humanities, and I have a big family of brothers and sisters that are interested in this subject. So it's a labor of love. I am a sculptor and work daily at that effort in a studio that I rent in New Smyrna Beach. I would like to make the analogy that when I come into this room is as if I was watching into a magical forest, one with deep secrets to be discovered, slow, introspective walk. And in that journey, I'm looking for the unusual, the natural elements that stand out, so magical. After all, we have all of the natural elements represented in this room between cobalt blue, silver and photography, chromium and green, natural cotton fibers of paper and of canvas that we paint on, glass, silica. So I'm looking for those magicians, those artists that best transform the raw material of Earth's materials into these objects of meaning, those objects that stand out in their ability to communicate the natural wonders. Another wonderful discovery here in our forest of art is a work by Faye Samimi, Award of Distinction. The title of this piece is AI, and the delightful element of this piece is that the face on our ceramic sculpture opens to find the artificial intelligence chip, which is beautifully made in gold. It's a piece of work art in itself. Beautiful gray glaze, and this burnished face is just gorgeous against the gray background. There again, the mastery of working with clay and then turning it into this object of meaning takes a great deal of skill and time to fire it, and then the application of these hinges is another delight. Tony Slick is our artist. This is second place award winning. This piece is called When Cultures Meet. And it's a delight to explore words like yo, Renaissance Italy. The surface here in the painting is just luxurious. It melts, it flows. The brushwork is outstanding as edges are incompleted and then completed with line drawing. There isn't a square inch on this canvas that isn't interesting to look at, as if you were to take a little mat and investigate. Just small areas become a whole work of art in themselves. And as a complete piece, it just delights the eye in its adventure of color and graphic drawing. And humor, a lot of humor. Even Egyptian art here is referenced. So it is indeed a reference to the human's effort. There's Chinese writing. Mary Winsell is our artist. This is an award of distinction. The title of the piece is Sitting Pretty. It is a highly detailed watercolor that is very intricately executed. The experience of looking at this is such a delight as you work your eye in closer, the details unfold themselves in a magical array of color, carefully drawn and placed. Of course, our parrots and cockatoos, I believe, are here in our flora in the foreground. The optical effect in the background here is as if it's a stained glass window made of transparency. And the final addition of the painted frame also takes the joy of color off the edge of the piece of work. First place goes to Weldon Ryan's piece entitled Pucker Up. Great detail in our subject's lips with the background fading to out of focus. There may be a reference to a photographic influence which captures this beautiful portrait of this African-American woman in her full glory. As you can see, it's larger than life, which gives it this presence that is undeniably a beautiful character and a witness to life. This is our third place winner. This is an oil painting by Trish Beckham. The title of the piece is Los Angeles. I love the lost and found to be explored in this painting between the atmosphere created with the distant details being almost fogged out, and then coming closer, the drawing ability of these automobiles is expertly done. So the architecture of the street is so well grounded that you feel like you're a pedestrian crossing the street and experiencing the atmosphere of an LA street scene. Best in Show goes to artist J.J. Graham. The title of the piece is Dousing the Flames, Oil on a Diptych. J.J. I find is an excavator. He's digging in. He's an archaeologist. What is in front is behind with the dark contrast of these blacks pushing these colors forward, as well as the impasto of these very vigorous layerings of thick paint, which gives us a texture of great geology, of history, of life. There's humor here where classic diptych, which means two panels of course, is rarely blended together, but here we have a large impasto stroke of paint covering the scene between the two canvases which I find quite humorous and a deconstructive of art history where that was not necessarily allowed in our history of painting. There is references to animals. We have construction equipment, a bulldozer pushing earth, there's flames, there's our civilization and trees, a human being, much to discover here, and profound in its ability to go deeper in terms of surface, which for me felt that this recognized a profound effort in getting to truth. Our artist is Peggy Banks with an award of distinction. The title of the piece is Treasures, and indeed it is a discovery of treasures. As you look upon the piece, there's many beautiful things to find here in different organic materials between paper, also polyfill fiber, which is more of an acrylic man-made material, acrylic paint, seed pod stems. This mixed media piece really is so beautifully integrated as a magical forest. Many elements well balanced, and the color as if it's a fall field or a forest with organic material both growing with its chlorophyll and passing away with dead leaves. an award of distinction to Christopher Kassler, and the title of the piece is Eric the Magnificent, a beautiful black and white photograph that has great depth of and focus here in the foreground and captures the mural in the background of the knight, King Arthur's knight. Here, celebrating humanity with a great smile and wonderful detail in the hands. Quite a forceful portrait. With this backdrop of the knight, really instills a magic analogous to the discovery of the forest. Here we have the great adventurer